What is going on YouTube? Hitting back baking another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, as well as Bitcoin, basically just the top three cryptos for today. We will look at the S&P 500 when it does decide to open back up. So probably Monday, if not Tuesday, the latest, depends on when we make a video tomorrow. But specifically what we're looking at is in the major cryptocurrencies, we're trying to find some sort of new trend or new technical analysis that can hopefully help us better understand what exactly this market's doing. I'm seeing something small forming on XRP's chart, which looks to be another falling wedge pattern here. You can see like this. Ultimately, we are retesting supports, and it's been a pretty shitty week. I'll be honest with you guys. We've seen a lot of consolidation, and even after seeing our beautiful break to the upside here, we immediately retested our target and corrected back down, and this happened on numerous occasions. I believe Bitcoin as well. After breaking through this falling wedge, we anticipated a run breaching through our daily moving average and swinging us back to the upside here. And unfortunately, that's not what happened, which really is just taking a toll on the market. You can see a lot of people are fed up because it's been quite some time now. Honestly, from the initial run, which was the end of September, we had all of October. And then November ended a bear market into December here. And now here we are moving into January, a continued pattern. Everybody is looking for another break to the upside. We've experienced quite some time of bearish movement and bearish consolidation to the downside, and people want something different. So hopefully we can find this today. Regardless, there is consolidation, and I don't believe this consolidation is going to go away anytime soon. We might see another few days of this sideways movement here, as we've seen in the past here. This originally started back on the 5th of December here, and I'd say honestly it lasted until maybe the 22nd, almost the whole month of December of this consolidation. Hopefully we don't see another month into January of the sideways movement, but I do think we are going to see another few days before we see any sort of significant run for right now. A lot of people are maybe considering it to be the grayscale like ETF, I believe, the Bitcoin grayscale thing that might have an effect on the price of crypto. I'm not sure if that has any relation to it right now. I'm not too sure. I know there are articles coming up about what exactly it could it have an effect and stuff like that. The grayscale holds 43 billion in crypto assets under management, so on and so forth, down from 60 billion in early November. Who knows? But with that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So continuing from where we left off, you guys can see this is what I'm referring to in regards to the grayscale. It says Bitcoin sluggish price action reflects on grayscale's AUM of 43.6 billion. And you guys can see moving down, what does it talk about? No net assets under management holding per share. The market price share for our investment products total 43.6 billion. It's pretty crazy. They hold a lot of crypto. Damn. You can see all of it right here. Pretty wild. Per share price, Grayscale, Bitcoin Trust, stuff like this, BAT, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Litecoin, Solana, so on and so forth. It says, as per the manager's last tweet, their Grayscale's digital asset portfolio has gone down by some 90% when compared to the AUM of 53.9 billion earlier December, but so has the market overall has gone down about 19%. So who knows whether or not Grayscale is affecting the price of crypto? I don't believe that's it. I think, whatever else is influencing crypto to lose money, and then we're seeing, these Grayscale ETFs being affected indirectly from that. But moving forward, guys, you can see for the most part, we are in another day of consolidation. 2.24, 1.1%, 2.24 trillion. It's pretty low. I mean, we've seen this up to almost 3 trillion, if not above 3 trillion in the past, and we're up about 1.1% here. Top 10 cryptos are basically just consolidating once again. This is pretty much what's taken over. You guys can see the last 7-day movement has been sideways trading. Day in and day out, just sideways trading, no movement, very little, lots of stability actually, but very little movement. And this is getting boring. People are definitely getting tired and sick and tired of these movements. I am too, don't get me wrong. It's very difficult to try to create new content and exciting content for you guys when the markets aren't doing anything but trading sideways. It gets very boring, and, it definitely makes my job a little more challenging. But moving forward now, in regards to what exactly is going on here, here. I'm still not worried. I still am, heavily invested into XRP and into Bitcoin currently, as I do believe we are going to see prices eventually rebound higher. I think I'm a strong believer in that, as we saw it kind of reflect on point C here. You could see, as we discussed yesterday specifically, that we have not shown any signs of bearish correction. I mean, that's what you guys have to kind of understand here. Yeah, we did see this small, maybe weekly correction here over the past like 5 or 6 days. We did see the price of XRP correct lower, but we had a weekly candle up and we had a weekly candle down. Clearly, this is resistance. We've talked about this too, which is why I'm not entirely worried. It might take a little bit longer than expected here, but when you look at the weekly, this looks very healthy. The weekly, the fact that we're trading at 47 or 46 on the relative strength indicator is huge in regards to the fact that there is so much more room to head to the upside here, which is why I'm not worried. Then taking a step forward, we have a clear uptrend. Terrible line drawn, but you can see in green, clear uptrend. We have these Bollinger Bands definitely getting tighter, which is good. This is also just helping set itself up for a bigger break to the upside once we get to the end here of the symmetrical triangle movement. But moving forward, even from that, we do have moving averages, which are acting as extreme support. So I'm definitely excited, and I don't think we're going to see prices as low as like 24 cents or prices as low as 55 cents anytime soon moving forward here. I do believe we are going to be seeing these prices head back up, but clearly there is resistance, and that's what you guys have to see. We retested this last week. We got rejected. It makes sense, but you can see clear as day here. This is a problem zone. We've had numerous days retest this, battle this out, and get rejected. Moving forward, we have a clear double top double top. You can see right here. This is the first one. Bottom, second one, and then correction downwards. And you can clearly see that this is a bottom support. Clearly where prices got rejected off of this and reversed right back up. You can see it's now acting as a resistance, and prices are having, trouble breaking through this. Honestly, even if we do, and when we do, which we will, break through this top resistance at about 94 cents, maybe $1, there's not much more room to head higher. It will, but there's not much more room. So I do believe we will start to see eventually a retest here at point D. You can see with this consolidation from B, now we're down to C. I do believe we will swing up to point D here. However, it's going to take a little bit. We have to break through this resistance first and close above there for us to finally head up to point T. So I do think this consolidation hopefully ends soon. I mean, the longer we hang out here, the bigger the opportunity of breaking through it is, but it's just very unlikely, and we're extremely bullish. It's just a matter of consolidation and waiting for the run to happen. So we did actually buy in very early into this. We're still up. I haven't lost any money here. There were two options. You guys could easily have just bought in here, which we did, and just leveraged to the upside here on Bityard. And then, moved your stop losses higher. So for those that aren't familiar, Bityard is clearly the exchange that we use to leverage trade cryptocurrency. A lot of people ask me what I used. This is the website here. I did link them down in the description. But basically, and what you guys should be doing in a market like today is just learning how to get familiar with the website. Learn how to use the demo account, which you can see is right here. You get 100K in free play money Monopoly, and you can just practice your skills. Nothing changes on the actual exchange here. You just use demo money, and then you can basically test your skills. If you're good at it, then you can get ready to use real cryptocurrency, so on and so forth. It's also a really cool feature is that if you sign up in the description down below, or you already have signed up previously, definitely make sure to click mystery box up here, and this is your way to actually earn free cryptocurrency, which is really cool. So definitely make sure to check that out. But what we're talking about here is when we do, and if we do decide to actually break through these resistances again, we will be able to put on a leverage trade and swing it back to the upside here. So what I'm really patiently waiting for is we have bought in back here, and we have pretty much been able to leverage this to the upside here. We've been able to move stop losses up, which is easy to do by literally clicking on XRP on the main features page. And then all we did was go to market, type in the amount of margin that we want, type in the amount of leverage, so on and so forth, and then just click buy long. And once you click the long position, it opens up a live position here where you'll then be able to create a stop loss or take profit, which is really cool. But since then, we've done two things. We've been able to leverage this to the upside, which is great, and create a stop loss just in case we reverse lower, which we did. And the other thing is we've just been buying back into XRP, buying more into XRP and holding it for the long run. So I do believe short term, we are eventually going to see prices fluctuate and swing us back up to about $1.10 by the end of, or mid-January to the end of January, ideally. I do believe by this month, the end of this month, we should be able to see that retest very soon, because you can see we've been holding support extremely well. This support has not been broken anytime soon here. So I do strongly believe we are going to see a bounce off of it, just like we did before. And at some point, we're going to get volume back in to swing us back up. So I'm already in XRP on both ends here. So I do believe, or currently just holding XRP, but we might be able to leverage it to the upside more once again when this move decides to happen here. But regardless, I'm not worried at all because it is a good opportunity, and I do strongly believe that we are going to head up higher. Now, moving forward with these other cryptocurrencies, I've been hearing a lot of talk about Ethereum 2.0, which is really cool. It's awesome. Is it going to affect the price currently? Clearly not. It is still a waiting game right now. I would like to see how these play out. There's still a major falling wedge pattern happen here. We were hoping that we would stay above the moving average on the daily, which actually didn't happen. That's not necessarily a good thing. The fact that we broke through this and are now consolidating on bottom support is kind of our last straw to decide. The only thing holding this up here is the fact that there is still a downtrend at play on the relative strength indicator. Hopefully, and this is what I'm hoping for, is that at some point we actually break through pretty aggressively this downtrend here on the relative strength indicator, and this allows us to actually break above this downtrend here, clear as day, and this allows prices to float back up. Clearly, what I've decided to do now is there is some sort of no-go zone. I don't like to trade inside of here, inside this box, clearly where the price ceiling is and the price floor is. So if we break through and close support below this price floor here, then I'd consider shorting this cryptocurrency to the downside. Vice versa, like I said yesterday, we need to just wait. If prices swing us back up and we close below this top resistance at 41.67, then I'll buy in and leverage to the upside. But until then, we just have to wait. It's unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Same thing with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's consolidating. We broke outside the falling wedge, which was amazing. And since then, we literally just flipped back downwards. You can literally see we just flipped back and are now riding the top here. So who knows? I know there is still a very strong uptrend here that we've drawn in quite some time ago. You can see it clear as day. This is acting as it, and now we're not close just yet to retesting it. Hopefully soon we can come into contact with it, retest this bottom support and break us to the upside, or we can just bounce off the yellow support that we have drawn here and head back up, either that or this. But ideally, it is still a waiting game. It doesn't necessarily look that great within Bitcoin here, as it's not many ideal patterns forming. And in regards to maybe a 4-hour or hourly downtrend or falling wedge here within XRP, it's definitely tough to say. There could be one. Yeah, there is. Maybe there is one here. So let's see how exactly this plays out. This should break us bullish too. This small falling wedge pattern here should ideally break us back to the upside, hopefully soon. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We just broke 60K. As you guys can see on our YouTube channel. So very, very exciting, on our way to 100K this year. With that being said, guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.